Welcome back. WeArEuS and this. Well, that holy hymn you hear, that ringing from above, the sound of angels' love is this. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. And just one of many of the sources of that angelic sound you hear is this fellow, the Hand of the Inheritor, who apparently decided to meet us in the plaza of Dresden. I was not expecting this, so here we are. The resonant voice of the majestic angel rings out through the hushed streets of Dresden. You hear his words from afar. They concealed it right under our noses, and without Xanthir's notes, that incarnation of corruption, even I would not have been able to locate the barrier. Surely the Herald of the Inheritor can rid us of this scourge. Erebeth stumbles over her words slightly. Hey, buddy. It is impossible, righteous one. I cannot do it alone, but wait. I hear the steps of one who brings hope. I am the Hand of the Inheritor, Herald of Iomade the Lightbringer, and I greet you, Champion of Galarian. Well, I don't like any of these other ones, so we'll go with this. Please arise. Such displays are unnecessary. Forgive me if I embarrassed you. I see no shame in paying rightful homage to a hero such as yourself. Please allow me to thank you for saving Targona the Silver-Haired. We thought we would never see our sister alive again. What brings Iomede's herald here? None. We know why he's here. We overheard them talking. We know what he said to Erebeth. We overheard them talking. Sometimes I just find myself frustrated with the options they provide. But of the two, this is the more reasonable one to choose. Your deeds and exploits, champion. You have brought hope to these accursed lands. Hope that the demon invasion will finally be stopped once and for all. And I am here to aid my goddess's chosen one. Not the answer I was expecting, I have to be honest. What did you discuss with Erebeth? This. The angel gestures toward a symbol on the paving stones. The ivory sanctum held a dark secret. Directly beneath Dresden in the bowels of the earth, there lies one more bastion of the demons, the Midnight Fane. It is the repository of a mighty rift through which the spawn of the abyss travel to Galarian. The entrance to this place is right in front of us, blocked by a barrier that is only accessible to demons. So, this is where Minago fled to, where all the demons in the city have been coming from. They can pass through the barrier freely, but we can't, and it doesn't just stop us, it injures us too. It is much worse than that. The barrier is imbued with enormous power. An attempt to break through will trigger a magical explosion. I can protect you in the city from it, but even my powers will be insufficient to hold back the chaos and open the way. This is what disturbs me most. We cannot allow the demons to rebuild their armies and plot their next attack right below the sacred heart of the crusade. Xanthir Vang told me about this demonic barrier. I don't remember ever being told about it. Which is strange, because I beat him yesterday on, which for me is Friday. Nope, Thursday. So, yeah, that's a little awkward. Nevertheless, I have a key that can break through the barrier. All you have to do is protect us from the blast. I am impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then We shall burn the midnight fane with the cleansing fire of righteousness. Sure, man. But first, we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach that dark bastion of the abyss. The Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly, within a month. Okay. You must use this time to prepare to attack the Fane. Oh, I hope I haven't just... Don't forget, we still have quests that are under time restraints, I guess you could say. I don't need a literal timetable on top of all of that. There are still a ton of places I have to go, a ton of other quests that I've got to do before then. And in between all of that, I'm sure I'm going to have to be killing things, which means I'm going to be doing some resting. This is not good. Ivu desperately tries to draw your attention. We need to go now. Call the whole court and all the free crusaders and just go as soon as they assemble. You can't just sitting here waiting for the queen, good weather, and all the rest of it. By the time you move, the demons will have learned of our plans and will be waiting for us and will devour half the world or more. I have to admit, the Free Crusaders did some pretty good work at the entrance of the Ivory Sanctum. That was a fight we didn't need. I mean, that was also XP loss, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it evens out. Really not sure what... I mean, I could really use the extra time. Let's pretend we're a fan of being patient and not just stalling for time. What possible sort of valor? This would be interesting. Can you tell me anything about my power? Though we already know they have no idea what's going on with Morrow any more than he does. Heck, not even Aureliu Vorlesh has that much more of an idea. I'm afraid not. Even I am not privy to all the workings of my radiant mistress. I believe that she has chosen you, and I know that she watches over her chosen ones most attentively. She does not lead mortals by the hand, but allows them to prove themselves, to prove that they are worthy of her divine mercy. I am amazed by the form that divine gift has taken within you, but I am often surprised by mortals. What matters most is that you are leading the Crusaders to victory and ridding Galarian of the world wound once and for all. While Iomade was still mortal, she underwent the test of the Star Stone and gained her godhood. It may well be that you are experiencing a similar trial. I'm willing to bet that's not the case at all. At the end of which you will gain true righteousness and power. Well, I'm kind of curious about what he has to say about the Sword of Valor. Okay, fine. You twisted my arm enough. let's go ahead and find out, what do you think of the Sword of Valor? It has changed under the effect of my powers. The Herald raises his the Herald raises a hand. Do not fret, champion. The great relic given to the world by my lady Diomede will continue to serve you just as it has served all people before now. The Sword of Valor has not lost its protective properties. It has merely changed its design. Some might call it blasphemous, but not I. For the power that changed the banner's design was given to you by Diomede herself. And further in we go. It seems that I caused the Sword of Valor to change. Blood from the wound on my chest fell onto the banner, and that means this mysterious wound is a mark of valor given to you by my mistress, setting you apart from all the rest, champion. Are you sure this wound is a gift from Diomede? No. I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken and unable to perceive the full truth. The inheritor's thoughts are hidden from me, for I am but her hand. I do not test her will with my doubts, nor crave answers to my questions. I simply trust and serve. But I know that if your body had been harmed by malevolent fiends, my goddess would have extended her mercy to you and healed you. Okay. Well, that's about it. May Diomede's light be with you. Okay. So, from this point on, unless something else involving the overall story occurs, I am going to take care of whatever crusade stuff is left, rest so we get all of our spells back, and I can rest here and then immediately be taken to the whatever the command room is. And then we're going to set out for the Temple of the Hunt, I believe it was called. So, I'll see you guys once we've arrived at the Temple of the Hunt. Okay, I wasn't actually going to involve this in the recording, but we've received something from Inquisitor Leoder, who I'm pretty sure is the only other person alive, aside from Darren, who knows the truth behind the, slaughter that occurred at Darren's mansion, home, I guess you could say, when he was younger. The only other person alive, aside from myself and Darren, who knows what he's harboring. And we just received a letter from him. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm actually right about this and I'm not wasting my breath here. I know Inquisitor, I asked her why she looked so puzzled. I know Inquisitor Leoder very well. His nickname is Hawkblade for a reason. He works in the field. He does not deal with paperwork. I was wondering what he was doing in Nerosian, in the archives of all places. The most dangerous things the Inquisition can catch there are rats, not witches or cultists. On second thought, I don't want to know. I'm better off staying out of the Inquisition's business. Thank you, Erebeth. You can leave now. The Paladin salutes you and leaves. The Paladin salutes you again and leaves. After this bit of business, we're going to go and take a look at the letter that Leoder gave us, or sent us. Hopefully that'll put us on the path to killing the thing that's using Darren as a gateway of sorts, because with it being at level 40, I think it was, I can't kill that thing with just Morrow. Not even if I summoned all of the treants at his disposal. It would just be a stalemate. At best, a stalemate. At worst, it would still gradually kill me. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Um oh, in a manner similar to a death by 1,000 cuts. It took way too long to remember that. But again, crusade matters notwithstanding, I'm not going to subject you guys to any of this. I just wanted you to be aware of that. We'll see what comes of it later on, but for now, I've got to get all of this stuff taken care of. So, we'll see you soon. So I've been going through my inventory because I'm standing in front of the storyteller. That noise you hear is Morrow having been shapeshifted into a huge air elemental, and they are not quiet by any means. I was going through things, right-clicking on pages especially, just in case there might be notifications of you learned something. Oh, speaking of which, that notification has turned into a a decree that allows me to perform the experiments that what's his face Xanthir Vang did to turn himself into a mass of locusts. That seems amusing, so I'm entertaining the idea. At most as an experiment, just to see what it would be like and how everyone will respond. Anyway, I eventually made my way to the lexicon that we picked up from WeArEuS's old lab, let's say. I read it. Well, I right-clicked on it, read all of that information, and then I clicked use because, I mean, why wouldn't I? And this is where we meet. The first half of the Lexicon of Paradox lies before the commander. That which we call a rift is in fact close to the complete opposite. A stitch or a tie. The secrets of the architect of the world wound laid bare. All that remains is to absorb them, make sense of them, grasp their true meaning. The letters written by the hand of WeArEuS appear to have a life all their own. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving toward the edge of the page, as though they were planning to leap off. And so, against my better judgment, we focused on the text. Morrow's attention focuses on a couple of words that seem to have only just swapped places. The words freeze as though they never moved at all, but out of the corner of his eye, the commander sees several words on the other side of the page begin to begin a discreet game of leapfrog. That is all. Apparently. I thought that would turn into something more than that, but I guess the game is still afoot. And so, again, I'll see you guys later. And finally, welcome back. For me, it has been a very, very long time. So I am eager to get this game squared away so I can do what I will with the rest of my day. I've taken care of everything I can think of. I even bought Lance some new gear, things I was really looking forward to getting him. The Goggles of Ferocious Pact, which most importantly add a +4 bonus to his damage rolls. These gloves, these Surefire gloves, which, well, the enemy has to be within 30 feet, which means he needs to have that 1 feet active, but otherwise it's fine. And it allows, if they are within 30 feet, it allows him to deal an additional 1 to 6 piercing damage and applies bleed for 1 to 3 rounds. Also, just look at that handsome, handsome devil. Mm, just the best. And dressed to impress. Okay, right. I also made these gloves because I don't have access to magical creature fur right now. And these are broken gauntlets. These spiked gauntlets allow the wearer's animal companion, as well as Azada's dragon or Lich's skeletal champion, a +6 bonus to strength ability score. At the beginning of the battle, the creature must pass a will saving throw with a difficulty class of 17 or start attacking the party members. If the initial saving throw has failed, the creature can make new saving throws each round to stop the effect. So there's also that. I also redid Sela's equipment just for the giggles. I took off the other axe. Where is it? This one right here, which is actually still a pretty good axe. But I wanted to switch it up a little bit, have her use some different things. So I also gave her this Frost Embrace throwing axe, which gets a healthy bump to damage from her strength stat. Also, she's alone. She's just able to carry 700 pounds of stuff. So Sela's a bit of a monster. I also still have her. I also gave her shields with all of the other things. So she's going to be protected to a degree. I could stand to give her a different headgear, but I just don't really see the point. And that's. Oh, right. Oh, yes, there's something very important I do want to show you guys. About Xanthir Vang's notes and the diary of his student. These grant you minor bonuses if you actually right click on them and read them that way. So make sure you do that because that's actually pretty good. Is there anything else I noticed? Oh, right. There's this. I don't remember where this book came from, but apparently, as my travels continue and the story unravels itself, the book will reveal more of its secrets. But for right now, all of my summoned creatures gain the effects of Greater Longstrider and Greater Hope spells. And I don't know if that I don't know. The problem here is I don't know if it applies. I'm probably going to have to check this online later. I don't know if that buff applies without me having to equip it or if it just works while it's in my inventory, but not on his person. Oh, I also bought these back because, well, they cost absolutely nothing, so why not? And they don't really weigh that much, so it's not that big of an issue. Now, the letter from Leoder is still here. I haven't read that yet, so I'm going to actually, and I'm talking about right-click read it. I've hovered over it and read the first sentence, but that's it. That's going to be for later, because that might start me on a time thing. I already have the queen to deal with. It's a bit much right now, so I'm trying to stay focused on just making everyone as broken as possible. To make room for this, I had to get rid of the lesser extend meta magic rod, which I gave to Darren here, who is apparently very overweight, well, very encumbered, despite the fact that it's this, right. And I can't give this to anyone else because neither Morrow, nor Lan, nor Ember can actually wear it. And of course, since we don't have any humanoid characters or humanoid companions, also can't put it on anyone else. Bracers of breaching, or make Ivu incredibly powerful. Oh, wait, these are gloves. Hold on. But these make the ice thing so good. Oh, I'm so sad. I could probably give that to Sela, though, couldn't I? Yeah. Let's actually take a look at that. That's in here, here. Sela. I know I got severely distracted here, but... Oh. Well, that's good. Okay. Now, we find ourselves at the Temple of Whatsits, and apparently Kyado's going to die. I wonder if I could just walk right past him and deal with... I don't remember her name. It started with a K, I think. Or I'm getting it mixed up with Kaylessa, whose story ended abruptly last episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick save again, and then I'm going to just try and slither around him.
Godspeed.
Oh. Oh, Zenedra, not a K. Okay, that's fine. Also, what did he say? Promise to take us to a safe place, protect your servants. Hopefully if I don't talk to him, he won't just die. I'll wait. I have to remember to give this guy a wide berth, just in case we can accidentally trigger him in a fight. God dang it. I should have summoned the treants while I was thinking about it. Sort of like this. They will be our vanguards. And as if Darren hadn't already had it pretty hard, he's now over encumbered to the point where his speed, which is his movement range, is reduced by another 10. It wasn't great to start with. Let's just say. Also, as far as Bismuth is concerned, this guy is a bit of an issue. I'm fine with Ember having him, but kind of annoying at what happened. He used to be able to summon treants as well, but when she got kidnapped, he lost that. It's kind of annoying. I tried resummoning him at the Grove, but I was also doing something else, so I completely forgot to check if his resummoning allowed him to regain that ability. For now, though, he's just going to sit over here nice and quiet. Oh, I also put items on him, and that's the thing I was doing. I put on items on him to desummon him, just to see what would happen. Naturally, he lost those items. Ooh, super convenient. The area around them is actually pretty freaking large. I tried to summon him here and he got pushed out to here. That's pretty good. Well, it's actually pretty bad. It makes it difficult to select that area. Archer, no arching. Oh my god. Whoa! What the actual... Hold on, what's their levels? 9. That explains everything. Holy crap. I thought it was just the axe, but no, it's just that they're all Absolutely garbage level. Solo, I'm not even going to waste spells on them. Okay, he hit her pretty hard. We don't like that.
Is not an option.
Of course he tried to attack Mr. Ed and failed every single hit. We like that. Okay. I'm not going to waste channeling on... Look at him. Oh, I took the crossbow he had. I took that off because he's over encumbered and I don't really care for him to be using spells anyway. There's another staff that I've got my eyes on. Got an eye on. Oh, right. I did a whole lot of... I say a whole lot of... I was going to say a whole lot of purchasing, but that's just not what... That's just not the way it worked. I sold all of the items, all of the loot that we got, and it totaled up to about 100,000 gold. A little more than 100,000. I think it was 106,000, which was actually pretty nice. I'm not going to do that. And I spent some of that getting the 2 things for land that I showed you, which totaled about 60-something thousand. Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Get pecked to death. And then... we'll still wait.
Kneel before me.
Right, he was an axe thrower. Right. Whoops. Oh, there are more up ahead. Nice. Smells like loot to me. How do we go about doing this? Oh, right. I do want to test the other weapon for Seela. See how she fares. This is the one. This particular weapon is the Frost Embrace, which paralyzes upon landing a hit. And they have to roll a Fortitude saving throw or become paralyzed for 2 straight rounds. I think they're bracers that Land could wear that could extend certain status effects for an additional round if he lands the hit on them. And they have to roll a Fortitude saving throw, I think it is. It's these, right? Veteran Marksman's Bracers. When you land a hit with a ranged weapon on an enemy who is prone, stunned, or staggered, they have to pass a Fortitude saving throw of 23 or their current condition is prolonged. So paralyzed isn't counted among those, unfortunately, but that's fine, I suppose. Right, so let's go ahead and do this. We've been raided. Crusaders have come for our heads. Wait. See, we can't have you just doing whatever you want. I'm not taking Ivu up there. She's pretty... She's low on health. She's almost halfway. Well, well, well. I almost did not see you. Is this guy in here? Also, who did the Evoker cast Icy Prison on? See, I don't like this. Neither of these Evokers get their turns again. Ooh, their levels are a little higher. If his presence isn't going to be an issue, I don't want to make it an issue. So I'm not going to attack him right now. Instead, night night. Not today, huh? Okay. It's fine, the treants... Oh, he just walked right past you. I was going to say the treant's going to attack you anyway, so you would have only woken up immediately, ruining my plans, but apparently the Minotaur isn't even worth looking
This
at.
one's mine.
And we want Sela here. And then attack this one. I forgot that she had that. Mr. Ed's the only one that actually did damage there. I'm going to let this play out. He used Icy Prison on Regil. No, Darren. Wow, you guys are stupid. Where did the other one come from? I didn't even see him. I didn't buff everyone as much as I could have because I wasn't really expecting things to be like this. I should probably start taking this more seriously then. Can't really do anything to help Darren, so to help Regil, so we'll just wait. And he's out of there. Well, he's not paralyzed. What? Hold on. It said the difficulty class is 24. What? What? He should be paralyzed right now. The difficulty class is not 11, it's 24, which is the only reason I'm actually using it, and why I haven't actually just sold it straight away. And apparently it doesn't... try to reapply with each new hit. If the previous one, if the even if the okay. So this weapon's garbage. It's just trash.
Rules are made to be broken.
All right, you big baby, get up. And it's just so much better. It doesn't have the long cast time that Breath of Life has. So I don't have to wait. I don't have to risk losing, or I don't have to worry about losing the opportunity to revive Rachel with it, because it also, on top of that, has the range you just witnessed. Oh, it is so much better than Breath of Life. Anyway, we need to actually heal everyone. But first, wow, this guy is in two pieces. Right. And since the icy prison's effect is only chipping away at his health, his temporary health, I'm not worried about it. How am I supposed to get over here? Can we just do that? Yeah, there's definitely a path. Okay. First, let's get our well-deserved loot. The spider's just doing what it wants. It occurs to me I could also have sold some of these spells, since I have a lot of them that I never intend to use. Good. Spiders change directions.
Defeat is not an option.
Let's sacrifice some crusaders to Baphomet one last time. It will guarantee us smooth passage to his realm. This Baphomet cultist appears to be... What the frick is he? Yeah, it says chaotic evil human, but that is clearly just not true. Shadow Demon's votary. That guy's got to go. Like, he has to be the first to die.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, Mr. Ed's thrown a fit. Wow, his willpower is 9. That is not good. It's very not good. Well. Yes. Good, because that guy has some really annoying spells. The rest of these we can deal with as we please. He's got to roll a 17 with a willpower of 9. I guess we're not going to be doing anything with those gloves, at least on Sela. Oh, he's fine now. We'll just go ahead and move him here. That is not good to lose a turn to something like that. Not with someone as important as Sela and, of course, Mr. Ed's role, which is the frontline tank. And another one bites the dust.
Into the fray!
I don't understand why it continues to think that the difficulty class for this weapon, well, this weapon's effect, is 11. I don't understand. He should be paralyzed right now. He's still considered an enemy. So he triggers attacks of opportunity from allies. That's...
Rely on me.
That's a little frustrating. So this weapon is certified garbage. Oh, that's only for damage reduction. I was hoping... I thought it was armor class. Oh, right. This is the weapon we picked up wherever the frick it was. This is the Touch of Mercy. Whenever this +4 bleed Falchion confirms a critical hit on an already bleeding enemy whose hit points are below 80, it instantly kills the enemy. And so yeah, of course I did. Of course I put that on her. Well, of course I kept it. It's a pretty good effect, assuming it isn't broken like the frickin' Frost Embrace. I'm not upset about the Frost Embrace not working like it should. I'm not upset. You're upset. Oh, right. The gloves. That's the reason why we went into the inventory in the first place. We can't have Mr. Ed throwing Sela off. So I guess they don't look too bad either. Right. I don't have anything to give her. Hold on. What are her level 1 spells? I don't think she has any that do damage anyway. She did use Bless Weapon, yeah. Rachel, and that's fine. Yeah, I'll use it on her. It helps make crits land more easily. For 7 more minutes, huh? How am I supposed to remove something like this? Entanglement? So, like, freedom of movement, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, we need you
Not hesitate.
to cast Stone Skin on her. And this.
I will help where I can. Did I mess up again?
No, you just can't ride corpses. It seems reasonable. There's way more space out here than I was expecting.
Let us press on.
Great.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet. I welcome your company.
Zenedra. Zenedra looks at you in alarm and irritation, but she quickly regains her composure. Her tone is threatening. So you found my little refuge then, Commander? I can't say I'm happy to see you here. You're in a bit of a hurry and you, no doubt, plan to wreak the same mayhem you did in the Ivory Sanctum. Why don't you come back another time? It is better to kill enemies without any excess emotion, methodically. But I cannot deny that when I dispatch this smirking cultist from this world, I will do so with sincere pleasure. What are you doing here? The woman smiles deviously. This is the temple of the Horned God. You can appreciate the irony. Grubby peasants were worshipping a god with a stag's head above, while down in the crypt I was performing masses for Baphomet, the father of Minotaurs. You idiot crusaders never even considered that the enemy could be hiding in your own holy places. This place was my secret lair, the place where I enlightened those who were seeking. But now that you have destroyed our stronghold in the Ivory Sanctum, it is time for the servants of Baphomet to go west, to a less dangerous location. I'm just going to ask this to see if she's going to tell me whether or not she actually triggered the little curse that she put on him. Zenedra scoffs. That cowardly little pup? I came here and ordered him to obey me, and he didn't even put up a fight. I placed a curse on him, one my master taught me. If that little wimp allowed anyone but a true servant of Baphomet into the crypt, he would be doomed to an excruciating death. Oh, it was fun watching the torment of the pitiful little coward. I need to choose this so I can get back the good option that I chose at some point. I think it was in the previous episode or sometime during this one, I don't know. I want to choose this because I need that extra alignment point, I guess. If I choose this, it might end. I don't know what sort of effect it'll have. But it's unlikely that she's got anything too big waiting for us. We will have to resummon Treants though, so keep that in mind. For now, if I have to kill, if this turns out to be a bad idea, I'll just redo the entire fight because I'm not accepting any unforeseen consequences in this particular scenario. It's a shame you chose to do it in that order. I would have liked to watch you kill the young cleric and then take in your life myself. So I guess it was just a response then, and actually doesn't have any consequences. At least we hope. How clever. A demon worshipper hiding in a temple. The woman's voice becomes gentle and mockingly tender. You like that? I am clever. Why don't we lay down our weapons and I can teach you a few other clever tricks? Actually, no. My master will be angry if he finds out. I'll have to kill you. That is, unless you are clever enough to get out of here. What? Let's see if you are brave enough to follow me, valiant crusader. Do you have the guts to pursue me into the shrine of Baphomet, the lord of the ivory labyrinth? And know this, if you step over the threshold of the crypt, Kyado's death will be excruciating. A brood of hungry rats will appear inside him and they will chew him from the inside out. If you choose to fight me, you will also be condemning him to death. Yeah, I'm aware you didn't have a choice.
Yet another obstacle.
See, you see what I was saying about that whole unintended consequences thing? No, I don't think so. God, of course that means I also have to choose the good option, which is just going to put me further away from the center of neutral. I'm not going to waste any more of our time with this. I just spent all of it trying to, well, basically just researching whether or not it was even possible to save Kyado. It is not. You have to be a certain path, so, well, he's dead. So let's get this over with. I could have had the fricking relics and been done with this place a long time ago had I just checked, but I didn't want to spoil it for myself. And, frankly, I probably should have, because I would be less upset if I had.
No glory without risk.
And, of course, he's got nothing of value, so...
Break against our resolve.
I don't see any reason to waste spells on this fight. The armor class isn't even high enough to stop us.
Into the flame.
Mages always die first. Unless Sealer can't. Okay. I see how it is, but what if I were to tell you this?
Retreat is not an option.
First, put her down. Wow, he crit sneak attacked him for 139 damage. Wow. I don't want to put up with this guy having mirror image. Jeez. Why couldn't he just die? Anyway, I guess I'll end this with this. Unless... Good job. There was absolutely nothing I could do to save Kyado, which sucks because it sucks. And here we have an unfinished letter. The letter was written in haste and left unfinished. Glory to Lord Baphomet. Lady Hepzibah, you should know that the Ivory Sanctum has been raided. The Crusader forces are no doubt continuing their offensive in light of their victory. It has become dangerous to maintain an underground sect in this region. I trust that Lord Baphomet would value a living Zenedra more than a dead one. Therefore, I hope that he will not punish us for our forced retreat. The commander of the Crusaders is too dangerous for us to sit here under his nose. I have summoned all loyal members of the sect. When all is ready, we will set out west via secret routes. I am relying on you two, and then we interrupted her. I don't remember if this part was already done, if I left this in the video or not. But I don't care to do this dance again, so I'm just going to go through. Well, hold on. This is the person that was brought down here. All right. Weird. I'm going to take that and read it on my own later on. And now I have to do this business with the frickin' whatever this thing is. Weren't both of these trash? This holy composite longbow lands a hit, passes fortitude saving throw, or be entangled for 1 round. A current bow is speed, so it's just better. Also, it's got a lower low and a lower high damage, or lower minimum and maximum damage, so yeah, just worse. Also, just worse. Like, I can't do anything with this armor. What is his dexterity? Alright, the enlarged person spell. Which I could offset with dexterity. I mean, a spell. Anyway, I don't think I even want this stuff. It'd be one thing if it let me cast spells from the plant's domain, but I don't have any, so this does nothing for me. Okay, now we've taken care of the Delamore. Yeah, Delamore stuff, so let's get out of here. I have no idea how long this video is actually going to be for you guys, so I'm going to do myself a favor, and possibly you, depending on how things turn out. I'm going to actually end the video right here. If the video only turns out to be 30 minutes or 15 minutes or 2, well, that's my mistake. But from the timer I'm looking at, there's at least an hour worth of footage here that I should be able to, well, deliver unto you. And I hope it's the case, because anything less would suck. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. I need to make sure I got the... Yeah, that's fine. Whew, it is... Okay, so I know what we're going to do next. Next, we're going to head all the way up to the lake where WeArEuS says someone is waiting for him or something. We'll go and kill that guy, but that means, of course, that we have to bring WeArEuS over, which sucks because, well, I really don't have... Well, I do have stuff I can outfit him with, but just... Then we have to deal with leveling him at his mythic levels. That's just an hour worth of effort right there. But still, I'm kind of looking forward to doing it. God, I wish it wasn't like that sometimes. Anyway, we will be back with another episode on Tuesday. Also, hope you guys had a nice New Year's Eve / New Year's. And if you're watching this on that day, weird, but I appreciate you deciding to waste some time here. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see